from the CDC to just simply take the shot and stop the spread of the coronavirus, and especially the Delta variants. Congratulations.
All right, well, welcome again. Right now, we want to shine light on you. We want to shine light on each one of the vendors that decided to come out and participate. If you have a little spirit, you're welcome to come and give a 15-second speech about your organization if you want. But we want to start with shouting everyone out and to say thank you. So we want to start with Alpha Phi Alpha Di Epsilon Lambda chapter. We want to thank. We also want to thank Kappa Alpha Psi, the South Haven Alumni Chapter. We also want to thank Alpha Kappa Alpha Iota Delta Omega Chapter. We also want to thank Clarksdale Municipal School District. We want to thank Delta Sigma Theta Clarksdale Arts Alumni Chapter. We also want to thank Jones Insurance Service. We want to extend a thank you to Phi Beta Sigma, Eta Zeta Sigma Chapter. We want to share a thank you to Zeta Phi Beta, Zeta Psi Zeta Chapter. We also want to extend a thank you to the Healthy You Medical Clinic. We want to extend a thank you to Omega Psi Phi Iota Omicron Chapter. We want to say thank you to Communities Unlimited. And again, we want to end with thanking our host organization, the Urgent and Primary Care of Clarksdale, ran by Dr. Mary Williams. Thank you for this event.
Thank you. She forgot to thank herself. Oh, I'm sorry.
My apologies. I am Demetria Monet Love, and I serve as a program manager at the Institute for the Advancement of Minority Health Station in Jackson.
Now without further ado, we're going to have Dr. Joe Nelson, the superintendent of Clarksdale Municipal School District, come with a special introduction. Dr. Nelson.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. I appreciate you putting on this event for children, for our students, for our kids in Clarksdale area. We appreciate what you do for this community. Thank you again for having us. So I have the distinct pleasure today to introduce a young man that I've had the opportunity to work alongside of. And I remember when becoming the superintendent here in Clarksdale, I said to him, you know, you do a lot of great work with our historical Black universities. I really want you to focus with me on public education for K-12, pre-K to 12th grade in Mississippi. I had the distinct pleasure of working with him along with his dynamic counseling services that he offered in Mississippi and Alabama. Dr. David Merriman has been a counselor in the counseling industry over 20 years. He is a co-owner with his lovely wife, Dr. Merriman, who's also a certified counselor as well. Dr. Merriman is national board certified as a counselor. He sits on several boards as a president and in the counseling industry. He's doing some great work in our state. He's doing some great work across the nation. I'm very honored for him to be here today. He stepped right off a national meeting to step into Clarksdale to really bring a message to us and to really help us in this community. We need leaders like Dr. Merriman. I am honored that Dr. Merriman is the very first Mississippi elected to an international position. He is the international grand boss on Bayside Fire Incorporated. He was elected in New Orleans at our 81st conclave. He's the 41st international grand boss of this great organization. I just can't say this enough. He's the very first in Mississippi to represent our state, and I'm very honored to have him in Clarksdale today. I can say he is a true leader for our nation, for our state, and for Clarksdale. It is my distinct pleasure. He has two beautiful daughters. One is Dr. Marion, Celeste Marion, and he has the boss at home. His 13-year-old Chloe Marion. And so I'm very, very proud to know him. I'm very, very proud to have him here today in Clarksdale. I will introduce to you Dr. David Marion.
I want to thank Dr. Nelson for that generous introduction. He is right. I serve as the current Grand Basileus of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I bring you greetings on behalf of over 200,000 initiated men in 750 chapters and in 16 countries. I also have the pleasure of serving as the chairman of the Council of Presidents, where all of the presidents of the Divine Nine decided to elect me as their chairman. So I bring you greetings on behalf of 2.5 million members of the Divine Nine that is across this country and around the world. So I'll be glad to go back and tell Dr. Willis Lanza that I saw Alpha Phi Alpha here, that I saw, I'll tell Reuben Shelton that I saw the Kappas here, certainly Dr. Glenda Glover, who's also from Mississippi. I'll be glad to tell her that. My friend Beverly Smith from Delta Sigma Theta, I'm going to let them know that as well. But also Valerie Hollingsworth Baker, I will be certain to let her know that her sisters were here standing tall. This is an important initiative for me to drive down, not only in terms of us, this partnership that you see with the institutional advancement of minority health here in this state, but also with the Clarksdale Public School District, with the urgent and primary care of Clarksdale, with all of these chapters of the Divine Nine. This is an important initiative that we come to not just to give away backpacks, not just to give away school supplies, but also to talk about this vaccination, this COVID-19 vaccination. Our people are dying in large numbers across this state, and it's important for us to have this talk. It's important for us to get vaccinated. Right now, 90% of new incidents and new rates of infection in the state of Mississippi is related to the Delta variant. And so we know that vaccination is important, and I put my money where my mouth is. I've been fully vaccinated since the 1st of January. My wife has been fully vaccinated since the 1st of January. My 12-year-old daughter has been fully vaccinated for about a month. And so we decided to take that leap, and I come to you and you don't see anything growing that shouldn't be growing where it's supposed to be growing at. So I still look the same. And I want to let you know that this is important for us to do in this community because people are dying. And we have the opportunity to save ourselves. And so we want to encourage children that are about to return to school in person and families that are about to send their children back to school in person, that they get vaccinated for their own safety. We also know the importance of other vaccinations as well, but this vaccination is important. One of my employees recently, a young woman in her 20s with 4 children under the age of 5, one of her children is 11 weeks old, and all this whole family this week became positive for COVID-19. Imagine an entire household, all children are positive for this virus. We see the rising rates of our kids being in ICUs. This is serious business. AKAs, this is a serious matter. And so we have to do our part and do what's important to save ourselves, save our families, and save our communities. I come down to ask you to make certain that this community gets vaccinated so we can no longer see the deaths and the hospitalizations that we've been seeing in it. May God bless you. Let's get the word out as much as we can. I drove down from Jackson this morning to tell you that. Let's tell as many as we can. Thank you so much for the opportunity.